Ted Lasso Season 2, Episode 7 is now out on Apple TV for you all to go and watch. Now you guys know, and you've been watching me, I absolutely adore Ted Lasso, and I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts on this particular episode. Let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts on this episode? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down in the comments below. Smash that like button for me as well. And don't forget to click that subscribe button so you never miss a video. And without further ado, let's jump into this review of Episode 7, Season 2 of Ted Lasso. Okay, so Episode 7 is now in the books. It is out and available for everyone to watch. If you guys have been watching and you watched my review last week, I absolutely adored episode number 6. I thought it was well done. It's my favorite episode. It's so brilliant. And that absolute cliffhanger moment of Ted being in the therapist's office on the couch was just jaw-droppingly sad. And then obviously we got the big reveal of Sam and Rebecca are texting without each other knowing through the social media thing, dating app, whatever you want to call it, banter. So there was a few things that were, left there for us to really want to be ready for this episode. We're all sitting there ready for it and thinking, oh, this is going to be the big episode where we're going to see a huge shift in Ted Lasso himself with what is happening in the last episode. We're going to see a huge revelation. We're going to see what is actually underneath all the layers of Ted. At the core, what is really on his mind and what he is really struggling with internally. However, I must say I'm a bit disappointed in this episode. I'm not going to lie. I am disappointed in this episode. I felt like they missed a huge, and I mean a huge, opportunity here. I get it. They time skip. Every episode is a time skip. I totally understand that. But I felt like the way that they ended last week's episode with Ted being in the therapist, in there on the couch and like seeing him distraught and destroyed and sad and depressed and that, I thought you had a catalyst for a major character moment here where we could then pick up and see Ted break down and then rebuilt again. But in this episode, they don't really go into it. They kind of just shrug it off. And it's a bit annoying. I'm not going to lie, it's a bit annoying. I don't understand why they did that. It's just a drop away line like that happened. We never actually dive into what happened that night. What did they speak about? Like, none of that was ever discussed. And then there's moments where Ted's coming in each day to have a conversation with her, but we never actually get to the bottom of it or anything. We never get to feel and see anything. So I'm not gonna lie, I did like how Ted was coming in and he would be talking and stuff like that, and then boom, he leaves and comes back next day and then he tells her what he really thinks and why he doesn't like it, like her profession and stuff like that. And then he leaves and comes back, and then it's like, okay, cool, I get that. Now we're seeing war start to break down, and then we just don't dive into it. We never dive into that night. We never dive into why Ted is the way he is or anything like that, which I think is a huge missed opportunity because I was hoping to see this positive character just be torn down piece by piece, each layer broken down until we get to the core center of him so that we can see him being rebuilt back up again. And we never got that. Like, I get you want to do time skips and stuff like that, but I felt like this could have been straight continuation of the last episode, and then you just do a bigger time jump for the next episode. Because I think this was a key moment for the character, and they kind of just glossed over it. So for me, that's a weak point in this episode, and I was really heavily disappointed in that. To this day, I don't know why Ted is ultimately down and sad. Like, I want to know. I want to see him break down. I want to see this character break down so I can see him be completely rebuilt up from the ground up with the help of everyone. But we never get to see that. This episode mainly focuses on two characters. It's the whole Roy Element and Keely, and then it is the Nate stuff. And look, I'm gonna tell you, I like what they're doing with the Nate stuff, where he's becoming overconfident now, and the fame and everything that happened last episode is going to his head. I like that aspect, and it's giving Nate a character arc as well, where he's getting all this fame and it's going straight to his head, so he thinks he's the bee's knees of everything. He thinks he's the top dog, like he's the wonder kid. And now we're getting to see him really take on that and just become an absolute asshole, becoming what he hated the most. And that is a great character arc, because we're seeing all this fame come his way and him being built up, to see him then fall back down to reality and get that reality check that he needs, and then it's going to make him a better character and a better person moving forward. So I like that aspect of this episode. I loved the character's work with Nate. That was brilliant. That was all great. And Coach Beard was absolutely brilliant in it. Loved him. The Roy and Keely stuff, I like how we're expanding upon their relationship, and Roy not understanding completely what he needs to do in the relationship, and feel like he's always smothering Keely and always there, just not giving them time and space apart from each other so they can enjoy time to themselves. He's always just there in the way, always being that person that's just annoying her to the point where she goes off at him. And then it takes, I like how that goes into a footballing aspect, and then it's like, shit, he realizes by a simple drill that he does, that's what encourages him to realize what he did wrong with Keely. So I like all that. That was brilliant and stuff like that. But I am disappointed in this episode. Especially after the last few episodes that I thought were really, really good and really, really strong. This one, to me, just missed it. I think the whole stuff with Ted Lasso was a big, big miss. And they dropped the ball on there. And it's a missed opportunity. It's a really missed opportunity. And now, I don't know if we're going to see that. I really wanted to see this character, you know, be broken down and then build back up. I think that's what Ted Lasso needed, and I don't know if we're going to get that. We're just going to have to wait and see out. So let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this episode? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down in the comments below. Smash that like button for me. Click subscribe as well, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.